welcome. We're about to break down a beginner's guide to digital marketing and lay out a super clear roadmap for earning a real substantial income online. Ready? Okay, let's jump right in. So, before we get into the how, let's just start with the destination. Take a look at this number, $10,000 a month. Just for a second, really think about it. What would hitting that goal consistently mean for your life? What would it change?
You know, for a lot of people, that $10,000 goal feels completely out of reach. It's kind of like wanting to drive across the country, but you've got no map, no GPS, just 100 different roads stretching out in front of you. It's totally overwhelming. Well, today we're handing you the map.
All right, first things first. Let's really lock in on our destination. Why this specific number? What is it about $10,000 a month that makes it such a powerful target to aim for?
Well, it's because this isn't just about a salary. Hitting this number, that's a huge turning point. That's the moment your online thing goes from a side hustle to a real, full-time, sustainable business. It's the milestone that says you've achieved some genuine financial independence. Now here's the cool part about this road trip we're planning. There isn't just one kind of car you can drive. Nope. There are a few different vehicles, and each one has its own quirks, its own pros and cons. So let's check out the main ways you can get to that $10,000 destination. First up, you've got affiliate marketing. Think of yourself as a super-powered product recommender. Let's say you're really into film photography. You could create content reviewing cameras and lenses you actually love and use. When somebody buys something through your link, you get a commission. It's an awesome starting point because you don't have to worry about creating your own product or dealing with returns.
Next up is SaaS, which stands for Software as a Service. This is where you actually build software that solves a problem for people and they pay you a subscription for it. So maybe you create a simple tool that helps local bakeries schedule their Instagram posts. Yeah, the upfront work is pretty technical, but the potential payoff, it's huge. We're talking about predictable, recurring revenue, month after month.
And our third main vehicle is all about content creation and digital products. This is where you basically turn your own expertise into a business. So, say you're a whiz with personal finance. You could start by sharing free tips, build up an audience that trusts you, and then sell a detailed online course on investing for beginners. The best part? You own the whole thing, the brand, the products, everything.
And this table just lays it all out perfectly. You can really see the trade-offs, right? Affiliate marketing is cheap to get into, but maybe scaling it to the moon is a little tougher. SaaS has insane potential, but look, it costs a lot and takes a long time to start making money. And then content and digital products are kind of that sweet spot in the middle. So here's the key. There's no single best way. It's all about what's best for you, for your skills, and for your budget.
Okay, so you've seen the different cars you can drive. Now let's talk about paving the actual road. Because it doesn't matter if you pick affiliate, SaaS, or digital products, every single successful journey starts with these exact same foundational steps. These are absolutely non-negotiable.
These three things are the pillars of everything. First, you've got to find a niche, a specific group of people with a specific problem you can solve. Second, you build an audience in that niche. And I don't just mean followers, I mean a real community that trusts you. And third, you have to offer them something they can't resist, whether that's an affiliate product, your software, or your own amazing course.
All right, foundation's built. Your car is on the road, maybe making a little money. So now what? Well, now it's time to talk about how we go from just cruising along to hitting the accelerator and really opening it up on the highway. This is all about scaling to that 5-figure mark.
But before we even get into tactics, we have to talk about mindset. This quote says it all. Scaling isn't about some magic trick or getting lucky with one viral video. It's about fuel. And the fuel for this engine is just relentless, disciplined, consistent effort. Day in, day out. It's thousands of tiny steps, not one giant leap.
And those small, consistent steps, you apply them to these key areas. Now listen, each one of these is a whole world in itself, but the roadmap shows us they're the big levers for growth. You start mastering SEO so people can find you for free. Then maybe you sprinkle in some paid ads. You build systems like an email funnel so your business is working for you 24/7. And eventually you diversify so all your eggs aren't in one basket. Nailing these, one by one, is how you get that crazy growth. Whew, we have covered a ton of ground. We've set our destination, picked a vehicle, built a foundation, and figured out how to hit the gas. So let's just zoom out for a second and look at the whole map one last time.
When we started, you were probably over here on the left, just drowning in information. No idea where to even start, and the goal felt a million miles away. But now,
Now you've got what's on the right, a clear roadmap. You know the paths, you know the first steps to take, and you have a real plan to scale. So let's look at this number one more time. Does it still feel like some impossible dream? Or does it look a little more like a real, actual destination on a map? Because with this roadmap, it's not a question of if anymore. It's a question of when and how. The path is right there.
So, the map is officially in your hands. You know the destination and you know the routes to get there. The only question left is the one you see right here. Where are you going to begin? What's your first step?